Hey everyone, and welcome to Women Who Rock the Rich Center. It's the show where we highlight a female employee at the Rich Center. Today we are joined by Abby Micco. Abby, let's rock.
Let's do it.
Abby, can you tell us a little bit about your role and how many years you've worked at the Rich Center?
So I am our school nurse here, and it will, believe it, be 2 years in June that I've been here.
I know. One of the youngest tenured, but we already appreciate you so much. Why did you choose to bring your skills to the Rich Center? Was there something specific that drew you to come here?
Well, I've always been a pediatric nurse. I will not work with adults. So I feel like this job kind of found me. It was just one of those moments where I applied. I was like, I hope they like me.
Well, we love you.
I interviewed and I got the job. I will say the previous nurse was someone that I'm close to, and she said, apply. It doesn't hurt. So shout out to Ashley Smith.
It was a great referral. You fit right in. We really appreciate you. What has been your favorite memory or moment at the Rich Center so far, and why?
Oh, that's really tough to answer. I mean, every day is a memorable day. I might agree that the solar eclipse day, or sensory solar eclipse, was pretty memorable. Just having everybody hang out on campus, getting to see the kids see the solar eclipse in a sensory friendly way was pretty memorable.
I remember, I think, oh yeah, I organized that, I believe.
Yes. Oh yeah, you did.
Well, I'm glad that you picked that as a favorite memory, Abby. What's something that you would like to tell people about autism who aren't familiar with autism spectrum disorder?
I think the most important thing is that all of our kids are kids. They just see the world from a different perspective, just a different view, and that we as the outside world need to make adjustments and kind of dive in so that we can see the world from their view.
Sure. I think that's a phenomenal answer. How do we increase awareness of what autism is and how it affects individuals diagnosed with autism and help their families?
I think by doing, interviews like this, bringing awareness, but then taking it a step further and taking that awareness and turning it into inclusion. So putting the words into actions.
That is also a great answer. You nail this interview. Do you have a Rich Center success story featuring a kid that you may have worked one-on-one with? I know you're a nurse here, but you do so much more than just be Nurse Abby. Have you seen a progression in a child that you've worked with? Do you have anything there that you could share with us?
So I could think of quite a few students off the top of my head who were absolutely terrified of me when I first started here. And if they would even see me coming near them, would run the other way. And now there are those kids that are coming into my office without needing me, but just to kind of say hi, maybe seek out some candy. I'm not above bribing. So to me, that's a super success story. Just the amount of kids that have trusted me, and now they let me assess them away or just come say hi.
That's awesome. I love to hear that. So as you may have heard, we have Rock the Rich Center coming up in May, and both of our performers are women who literally rock. Do you yourself have a favorite female musician? Who is it and why?
Who? I don't have a favorite female. I have like a group.
Sure. Who is it?
Beyonce.
Okay.
Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, kind of anyone that was 2010s era.
Yeah.
Kind of my go-to.
Very popular choices, very great entertainers. They have all hit, I think, the top of the charts.
Yep.
So those are some great names in that selection. Do you have a favorite song? It doesn't have to be by one of those that you named. It doesn't even need to be by a female artist. But is there just a song that has resonated with you throughout life, or one that you're just jamming to currently that you like to give a shout out to?
Dancing Queen.
Okay.
By ABBA.
Has that been like a lifelong thing?
Always.
Why?
Always.
Why?
The beat just, everyone knows it. Everyone gets up and dances. You can do CPR to it.
Okay, that's such a nurse answer.
It is a nurse answer. Add that to your CPR playlist.
That's great. Concerts. Let's talk about concerts for a second. Now, I don't know if you've been to one recently. But if you've been to a concert, what has been your favorite concert experience, and why was it your favorite?
Gonna fangirl out, but been to many concerts. I would have to say most memorable is Jonas Brothers.
Okay,
But when they
interesting.
came back.
All right.
So, always been a Jonas Brothers fan, but going to a Jonas Brothers concert in your late 20s is so much better than when you are 11.
Well, I can't relate to that because I didn't go when I was 11 or in my 20s, and I'll probably never make it to a Jonas Brothers concert. But if the opportunity arises, I'll give it a shot.
They put on a great show.
I love going to shows. I love going to concerts. So if it happens, it happens. I'll be there, and I'll let you know how my experience is.
Thank you.
So I think that concludes this interview. But before we let you go, is there anything that I didn't cover that you would like to let anyone watching this video know about autism spectrum disorder, the Rich Center, anything that you think is good information for them to have?
I think just choose to include.
Be kind.
Be kind.
Learn.
Everyone communicates differently.
Don't let it be scary.
Don't let it be scary.
All right. Well, Abby, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything that you've done as part of the Rich Center for the last 2 years. And Abby, you rock.